What's up, everybody? Hey, I wanted to talk today about door hanging and if door hanging is soliciting. Technically, by law, door hanging is not soliciting. So if you get up to a house, you're in the neighborhood, and the door says no soliciting, by law, you can put a door hanger on that door. Because you're not ringing the doorbell, you're not trying to engage in conversation. So soliciting, and I actually had a lady, and there wasn't a lot of confrontation between the lady and I was respectful with her. They had just pulled into their house, and I was walking up the driveway, and the lady said, "Hey, I've got a no soliciting door hanger, or no soliciting sticker on my door, or whatever on her door." I said, "Oh, okay, that's not a problem. I was just handing out door hangers." She was like, "Well, we're non-soliciting," so I wasn't gonna argue with her. I know what the meaning of soliciting is, so I just decided, all right. That was the second to the last house of the neighborhood, probably about 100 houses in that neighborhood. I was out of breath. I did not have time to argue, nor did I want to. I didn't want to come out that way. If I wind up getting in that neighborhood, getting a yard in that neighborhood, and she sees me, and she, is interested in having her yard cut, or sees that I'm doing a really good job at her neighbor's house, then I might want to keep that open as a possibility. Will I keep that in my price, in my mind for whenever I give her the price that she's going to be, anyways, what I'm trying to say is door hanging is not soliciting. Now there are some areas, some cities, some towns will have laws that you have to have a permit to door hang, and it usually requires a background check or something like that. It's mostly just for safety. I've came across, in that last neighborhood, probably about 20 of the houses, UPS, FedEx, whoever had already been by, and there were a bunch of packages at the door. And I know just about everybody has those Ring doorbells or something similar, and they're able to, catch the people who do it. Whenever I see packages, just sitting on the steps or whatever, I do not even look at them. Especially, and a lot of the times, I'm staring at the door handle, seeing how I need to prepare to hang this door hanger. This nice little door hanger here. So, I'm not looking at the packages. I'm not looking at anything other than the door handle, because there's many different types of door handles. The quickest way to do it is to go ahead and have it in your mind, how am I going to have to set this door hanger to get it put on and get back down the steps, or back onto the walkway, or out to the driveway and on to the next one. So that's something to keep in mind. A lot of people, and not once today, probably half the houses that I saw had some sort of camera doorbell, and I didn't hear a peep out of anybody. Maybe it's because, I'm sure it's because I got up there, did my thing, and was on my way. I know a lot of those kind of have a couple of seconds before it activates to, send a message to somebody's phone or whatever. So by the time they would get it, they're reading the back of my shirt that says, "That's right, lawn care." So I was in and out and on my way within a matter of 10 seconds. Now, if you wind up talking to somebody or meeting somebody at the door, the best way to go about it is to just say, "Hey, I'm out handing out some door hangers today," and pretty much end the conversation right there. Unless, And if they start to talking to you, it's, oh, we're interested, or hey, we've got somebody, just, hey, no problem, if you want to, just keep this. If you need anything in the future, you're more than welcome to give me a call. So always having respect whenever you go, because you're on their property. So always having, you know, that little bit of respect when you're at somebody's house, on somebody's porch, doorstep, driveway. Just, you know, be nice. that's the easiest way to do it. You know, you don't have to let them know what you're doing. Just hand them the door hanger. Sometimes you can just tell how a person's acting. Just you know, tell them, hey, here you go, have a nice day, or hey, we're out handing out door hangers, or hey, we're new to the area, or hey, we just had a call, which was a situation today. So I had a call or a message from a buddy who's interested in me cutting his grass. So I went up, and there were several decent sized neighborhoods just right next to each other. So I wound it up, I had these door hangers with me, and you know, I got to get them out. So, and it was some decent neighborhoods. So I went ahead and got them out, and I forgot what I was talking about. So anyways, I got the door hangers out, so, because I was in those neighborhoods. But if you want to, you can, if somebody wants to get real confrontational with you about the whole soliciting thing, you know, do your thing, man. If you want to, educate them. Let them know that door hanging is not solicitation. I'm headed back to my neck of the woods. I was in, that's probably about 20 miles from my home. But that's it's a decent area. There's a lot of nicer houses up that way compared to where I live. So I don't know what she was staring at before. So I'm headed back to my area to do some door hanging, and of course I'm not going to take y'all with me door to door, because it's probably not a good idea. If I walk up on somebody's house and I've got a camera in my hand and I'm sitting there telling you know, telling y'all what I'm doing, you know, somebody could possibly freak out about it. So I won't be doing that. I've probably got 500 door hangers with me. Started with 500, I've probably got 300 left. So I'm gonna try and make the rest of this day the best of this day, and see if I can't get some calls rolling in. Guys, spring's right around the corner. If you're not doing it now, you need to be. If you do lawn care, I know I got a lot of lawn care people that watch me. I got a lot of people that do not do lawn care that watch me. But if for any kind of business that you're in, advertising is key. You have to advertise. I didn't get to where I'm at just by sitting on the couch and waiting on calls to roll around. I advertise on Facebook. I advertise through door hangers, and door hangers have always been something that, you know, I've found was just the easiest form of advertisement. It's not very expensive. I've probably got 1,500 door hangers for $200. If I wind up getting, you know, 2 calls off of that for jobs that are $100, it's paid for itself. You know, I know not everybody's going to look at that door hanger and be like, great, needed somebody to cut my yard, so I'm going to call this guy. That's not usually how it goes. There was a statistic that was like 2 or 3 out of 100, you know, is the percentage that you might get some callbacks. But you know, 2 or 3 out of 100, 1,500, math, it's 45, 30 to 45. If I get 30 to 45 yards off of 1,500 door hangers, that's awesome. That's great. You know, that's advertising that was well worth it. And then again, if I don't get any calls, it's $200. It's tax write-off, whatever. 1 Corvette, 2 Corvette, 3 Corvettes. There's a Corvette Roadshow. Where y'all going? You on a race? I'm in the race truck today. Wow. Well, I think I'm gonna end the video. I'm not gonna do any editing to this one. You're gonna get the real life me, just out driving around and get some door hangers out, and getting ready for mowing season 2020. Here we come. Here we come. So I'll catch y'all later. Wappa-cha. Wappa-cha. Peace.